Hi, I just wanted to update us a little bit on the video end of it. It's really strange because lately I have been doing some talks on the universe we live in, the transience, the amount of change that's going on. And one of the things that comes up all the time is people will say, well, what about the fear of change? And I really do understand how that feels. But the way we have been at least trying to look at it at this point is that it isn't really fear of change. What it is the massive amount of being anxious and uncomfortable going into the change. Because when you think about it, things keep changing all the time, and most of the time we're not afraid of change. We're so used to it, we don't even pay any attention that it exists. And so when something's coming up and we have the pre-knowledge that we're going to be doing something or it's something new, there's a state of anxiety that occurs that we've sort of built into this big monster. It's kind of like we took a frog and made a dinosaur out of it. And we don't want to feel that way. We don't want to have that feeling of uncertainty, I don't know, I'm anxious. And we like to label it as fear. But in reality, fear is like, we know it when we're actually afraid of something. So it's the anxiety that we feel going into some sort of change that really prevents us from doing it. Because a lot of times we would prefer to not feel anxious at all about anything. So we numb out with food, we numb out with television, movies, sex, whatever we need to numb out with. And that's the kind of thing that keeps us repeating patterns, which always feel safe. Why? Because we always know what's going to come next. And we don't feel horribly anxious about it because we feel like we've done that before. So in order to deal with this, in order to cope with the way that's moving into actually making change, we need to lay back into the fact that yes, I'm going to feel a little bit anxious about this. I might feel a lot anxious about it. But the primary thing is to keep moving and not let that anxiety shut me down, and really not to start labeling it as fear. That horrible thing that we don't want to face. And it's an interesting thing because as we get used to feeling anxious, or at least being aware of the fact that we're anxious, it starts to diminish the kind of effect it has on us because we go, well, I'm anxious and that's okay. I'm all right, I'm okay, I'm anxious. And the really neat thing about it is I know that if I do this, the anxiety's going to go away. It won't stay. And it's a remarkable little cycle we get into. So I wanted to take a minute and toss this teaching out because to me to learn that was a huge thing. And to share that wisdom with people is a great honor. And try it. Try start, reframing the whole idea about being afraid of something or shutting down because of the fear, to realizing that anxiety is normal and we can feel that way. And the good news is we can do what we need to anyway. Sometimes we just need to do what we need to do. So good talking to you. I'll be back. Peanut says hi. She's been here for the whole thing. She likes being on video. So all right, be safe. Bye-bye.